welcome to Asset TV. I'm Sarah Makuda, and I am joined in the New York studio today by the Director of Marketing and Sales at Next Generation Trust Company, Brittany Pickell. Brittany, welcome to Asset TV. Welcome to Alpha Female.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely. So for those who are not familiar with what a self-directed IRA is, what exactly is a self-directed IRA?
So a self-directed IRA allows you to use retirement funds to invest in non-publicly traded assets, commonly referred to as alternative assets. So within that world, you can use a retirement plan to invest in things like real estate, private equity, hedge funds, and precious metals. So it really opens up the number of allowable investments within a retirement plan outside traditional stocks and bonds.
Let's talk about Next Generation Trust Company. When did you guys get started?
So we were founded in 2004, and then recently, actually July 1st of 2017, we became a trust company, which means that we now have the capabilities to custody all of our clients' assets as well as providing the administrative support. So very exciting time and a growth period for us for sure.
Absolutely. Well, happy almost anniversary for July
Thank you.
1st. Yeah, that's fantastic. And Next Generation Trust Company is a woman-owned company, is it not?
Yes, that's correct. So our founder and CEO, Jamie Raskolnick, she founded the company in 2004, and she's been recognized by a number of organizations for entrepreneurship, including the New Jersey Biz Icon Awards, the Leading Women Entrepreneurs, and she's a two-time Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year finalist. So she's really wonderful to work for. She really believes in her people, and she's very open to new ideas.
Absolutely. And I know I asked you this before. We don't want to offend the men out here, but working under a woman as opposed to working under a man, is there some type of different feel to it?
Yeah, honestly, I think that there is. And again, no offense to men, but there is a certain understanding and a certain camaraderie that I think women share in the workplace. And I think that working for Jamie and knowing that we share a lot of the same values, our philosophy is really on the same page as far as where we'd like to take the company. And again, just that kind of that female bond, it gives me a sense of confidence working for the company and a sense of comfort working with her.
Definitely. So we're going to kind of pick up and include these two things. As far as who should really self-direct and targeted with what your company's growth is planned for 2018. Who are those two target audiences you kind of told me about that you're looking for Next Generation Trust Company growth for 2018?
Sure. So in terms of who should really self-direct, this type of strategy is really meant for more savvy investors who are comfortable making their own investment decisions and doing the due diligence on those investments, because really they're directing the outcome of their investments within the retirement plan. So it's important that they understand the types of assets they're investing in and they have some experience.
Okay.
And then I would say on the growth side of things, we're targeting women as an opportunity kind of area for growth within the sector, because we're seeing that women statistically make a lot of the financial decisions in their households, and they're really driving the financial wealth of their families, but they're underrepresented when we look at the proportion of self-directed IRA owners. And I think that traditionally marketing and the messaging in this industry has really been targeted to men, and not that we don't want to continue to do that, but I think we also want to find a way that we can reach women in a way that relates to them and that gives them a sense of confidence in being able to take on these types of investments, because they certainly are capable of doing so.
Absolutely. And you mentioned that when I had asked you previously about giving advice to women. We can do it, and yet we shy away from it for lack of confidence, really. What is your advice to women, especially if they're curious about self-direction or just in finances in general? What is your advice for women?
I would say with anything else, just like with anything else, the more you know, the more comfortable you are. And women are smart, and tons of women are educated out there. And I think if they just take advantage of the opportunities to educate themselves, it'll help drive that confidence that they already really have and they should have. Mm-hmm. But obviously confidence is really important when it comes to handling finances and making investment decisions. So I think that they should not hesitate and not be afraid to take a risk or jump into something that's unfamiliar or uncomfortable.
That's amazing advice. And for women in the finance industry who maybe look at you and your position and see an opportunity for themselves, I guess what are some of the challenges that you had to overcome? What is your advice for women to keep going and to keep, still being in a pretty male-dominated industry? How do you keep that momentum going and achieve greatness?
I think, looking to other female role models is important because seeing that others out there, are doing this successfully gives you that sense of confidence as well. I would also say, don't get too hung up on the fact that maybe you're the only woman in a room. I think the more that you focus on those things, the more they kind of distract from your task at hand. So just, don't overthink it. Just believe in yourself and just get in there, get your hands dirty, and, things will work out.
Okay. So to wrap us up here on Alpha Female, what would you say is your superpower?
I would say it's this inner strength that I have, and I would probably have to thank my mother for that,
Sure.
for raising me in such a way that's really pushed me. But that strength is something that just keeps me going, even when times get hard, or I even have, a sense of uncertainty about something, or I doubt something. That's kind of the engine that just keeps running and pushing me forward.
That's excellent.
Thankful for that.
Yeah, no. Thanks, moms for that everywhere.
Yes.
That's a great superpower
Thank you, Mom.
to have and to recognize. Brittany, thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And thank you for tuning in. This is ASSA TV and Alpha Female. I'm Sarah Makuta.